Ain't Vietnam! Hey, it's not a test. This is rock and roll.
I wake up every morning in a bed that's too small, drive my daughter to a school that's too expensive, and then I go to work to a job for which I get paid too little.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
You're waking up with the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
Hold on to your swim trunks and batten down the hatches. It is the morning app on 90.5 WASU. I'm Joshua alongside Katie, Dovy, and Justin on this Wednesday. How are you three doing?
Dry. As of now.
Tired.
As of now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both.
As of now. I like it. Well, hopefully you won't be tired after Wednesday at 5, I guess, because classes have been canceled Wednesday after 5 until Sunday. But I would fully expect classes to be somewhat canceled on Monday and Tuesday as well, because the Hurricane Florence is not going to hit this area until Sunday.
Yeah, when the email came out saying classes were canceled after 5 tomorrow, I was like, or today, I thought that it would hit like either tonight or early Thursday morning.
Yeah.
Because of the way it was worded, I was like, oh God, I'm not ready.
Well, I haven't made my grocery run yet.
Yeah.
Everything's gone.
Well, it's supposed to hit the Carolinas Thursday morning, so I'd expect we'll get some rain, because, I mean, I'm looking at my weather app, and it does say rain throughout all weekend, but I don't think it's supposed to be really big until Sunday. So we'll already have flooding, and then more flooding will come on top of it, and it'll just be like drowning.
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did everybody already do their grocery runs, or?
I did mine. I got some like non-cookable stuff, some bagels, some peanut butter.
I gotta get more, because I meal prepped, but I only meal prepped up until like Thursday. So
yeah.
Like I did it right up until the storm, so I'm gonna run out of food just at that time. But luckily, my grandma has sent me before the storm. She doesn't even know the storm's happening. Honestly, I'll probably get a third bucket, but I have 2 giant buckets of emergency rations.
Yes. Isn't this because is this the same grandma that believes that the world's gonna end, or like there's gonna be an apocalypse?
So that's why I have
awesome.
I have 2 giant emergency ration buckets. I didn't finish the first one until she sent me the second one, but I'm grateful she did, because now I have another emergency ration pizza.
Can you elaborate on your grandma, like thinking that the world's gonna end?
She thinks the world's gonna end. That's it.
Like when? Just like
I mean, it will at some point.
Yeah, she's waiting for like the rapture from the Bible, so she has all her attic full of toilet paper, canned foods, like powdered food as well. So literally, you just boil water, pour the powder in, poof, you have a pizza or a burger.
Okay. Have you tried to make anything with it? Before?
I got the pizza is good. It's a little powdery, but it is good.
Right.
The rice is spectacular. Like, all the rice is really good.
That's
I'm a big fan. The stroganoff was not good. No. I would not recommend the stroganoff. The black bean hamburger patty, little spongy, but it was decent.
Okay.
And the mashed potatoes just kind of like soupy.
Yeah.
So I'm going hard on that rice. I haven't tried the pancakes yet, or the oatmeal, or the chocolate milk, or the pudding.
Chocolate milk. What?
But I do remember I have that, so I am set. I really don't need food, I guess.
No, you sound like you're pretty good to go.
Yeah. If you want to, buy some off of me, I'll sell it to you for like 5 cents. Like a little bag.
5 cents?
Yeah. I mean, maybe as demand goes up.
Just to be curious, just to try it. I'd be down to try the pizza, honestly.
No, I'll give you one. Like, I'm not too attached. I have 2 giant buckets full. Every single time a giant box comes to the door room, it's like, oh, another package. I'm like, I know what it is and who it's from.
So is it the same thing? Is that the kind of what astronauts use, or is that different?
I don't know, because can you boil water in a spaceship?
I mean, I think so. Yeah, there shouldn't be anything to not, because you just need to heat it up, right?
I feel like the astronaut one, they take like just a drop of water, like drop it on the food, and it like
and just chemically reacts.
That's what I think. Mine, you actually have to boil, which is weird. I like how this is emergency ration bucket, but the instructions are literally, turn your oven stove to, 5 on medium heat. It's like, I can't gauge that in the wild, Jeffrey. Like, I can't do that. My campfire has a normal setting. So I don't know what to do there, but luckily I do have a stove and I do have water, and I will boil it and I will powder that.
I just hope the electricity doesn't go out because my apartment is set with a ton of entertainment. You know what I mean? Like we have a curved TV.
Do you actually?
Yeah, dude.
Ooh.
Do you know why? They there's a new thing that's better than 4K now, right?
Yeah, curved.
Or it's not like the actual quality of the TV. I don't know what it's called, but because of that, I think the price of 4K TVs has gone down. So it's a HD curved TV, 55-inch. We got it for I think $400.
What?
Yeah.
I'm coming to you.
Come over, man.
Unless the power goes out, then.
I'll bring the bucket.
Useless.
I don't know. Yeah. And I got Spider-Man. Ooh. We got all. Yeah, I'm set.
See, yeah, well, if it does go out, we all have to resort to, I guess, like the golden days of just sitting around and being like, oh, go fish or something like that.
There's
I mean,
books,
Get some
too.
board games. Well, I got tons of board games too.
wait, what?
Some nerdy.
I said books. You could read books. Yeah.
Books, Katie.
Endless
Books.
entertainment. I'm
That's
telling
your
you.
contribution to the show.
You don't
Books.
have school till Sunday. Just read.
True. You
Just
could
reading for
you
fun. You
could
don't have to
just
read for
educated.
have a
classes.
textbook marathon.
No,
even.
no. That's not what I'm saying. There are books that are fun to read
Okay, well, Josh looks disgusted.
in just free time. What?
Books. We have a whole weekend off, and you want us to read.
Hey.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we know what Katie's gonna do. But no, Dovy, I hope the electricity doesn't go out because you're right. We do have a nice little
Because then I'll
setup
have to
going.
read.
You're right. I will not read. I will sit and stare at the wall.
I don't think I have any books that are. I can't read books that are
Without pictures,
fictional or
Oh.
no, like they have to be like educational. Like,
They have to be educational?
Yeah, they got to be like something that I don't know how to really nonfiction, right? They have to be something where I'm like learning about finance or
So you won't be
something.
reading The Magic Treehouse.
You ever seen
I mean,
a
I
comic
might.
book? Right?
yeah, comic books I do read, but I don't
Okay.
consider them like books.
I mean, they count.
Well,
They
they're the
count,
best
but
books
it's in the
because
name.
they got pictures.
They're magical though. They're not like, but books aren't magical. I don't know. Let's hope not. Let's hope the power doesn't go out. That's all.
Yes,
I'm
let's
betting on
definitely
it.
hope. I mean, either way, Katie's going to be reading, but nonetheless, she is not very cool. But anywho, if the storm does approach, we do have a couple of things you need to do to just prepare for it. Obviously, I don't see a lot of people doing any of these, but this is from the weather service telling us things you should do before this hurricane hits. So you should board up your windows and doors using 5/8-inch plywood. Do not put tape on your windows, I just read. Do not tape it up because it could cause the glass to break even into larger chunks. So
Oh,
do
wow.
not put tape on your window. Board it up with wood.
Even here.
Yeah. I mean, they're just
Really?
preparing for any type of hurricane.
Yeah.
This is going out to everybody worldwide.
I wish I don't know. Are we allowed to do that with our apartments though?
I have no idea. I'm just telling you what the weather service
Zombie apocalypse.
is telling us to
Except the
do.
landlord.
It says bring outside items in if they because they could be picked up by the wind.
Mm-hmm.
Reinforce your garage door. Clear gutters of debris. Turn your refrigerator to its coldest setting just in case power goes out. That's a big one. This one I was talking with my girlfriend about yesterday. We're not entirely sure why. Fill a bathtub with water. We think it's because you're supposed to, if you run out of water, like the water goes out of the drain, you have something to shower with. But I feel like if you just fill up your bathtub with water, you're kind of just helping the flood already by filling that up. So then the flood has one less thing to get to, but that's just me.
Huh.
I think maybe to drink water.
No,
No.
it would probably be
No?
like you
Really?
could you can scoop a bucket and then
And
use
shower?
that to wash your hands or
Yeah.
wash your face
true.
with it. That's what I would use it for.
That's what I think it is. I think it's for showering or for cleaning or anything else. But then you get a full tank of gas, which hopefully people are doing.
Yeah,
Did that last night.
Exact same.
Mine's full, but I'm definitely gonna top it off today, and just not drive anywhere for the rest
Yeah.
of the couple.
No, I agree. And then go do that grocery run. Put an axe in your attic in case of severe flooding. But a lot of this is probably for families, not for us, because I don't think
Yeah.
I don't want to recommend to college kids to go get an axe. I'm not sure they can wield it. But that's just some of the simple things that
You said wheeled. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was like, what?
That's just some of the simple things they say you should do to get ready for this storm. But as of right now, the football game's still happening Saturday. They're going to update everybody, but
I doubt it. Yeah.
See, I don't know. I know they really want to play
show
it.
up is
Yeah.
the thing.
That too.
I don't know, but they really want to play that game. And it is technically not supposed to hit until Sunday. So right now, they're going to play a football game in the pouring rain.
I mean, when else could you say that you went to a football game like during a hurricane?
True.
You know?
Well, you may never get to say it again,
Okay.
Kate, after the game. That's the
That's true
thing.
too.
But nonetheless, be careful out there. And if you are, stuck inside, play some video games, watch some TV, read a book, I guess. But just be careful, prepare, and have fun. Enjoy it. But here is Rock You Like a Hurricane.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Books. Yeah, luckily, it is National Video Game Day. Yeah, take that, Katie. Yeah.
Katie. I feel so bad.
I don't understand.
She brought this upon herself by telling you to go read during
If
your
you don't
break.
have power and you can't do anything else, then I don't know. I still think books are really fun to read, even if you do have power. But I'm just trying to give people options. Don't look at me like that.
No, I'm not. Like I said though, it is National Video Game Day. So, obviously, the new Spider-Man game is out. I know a lot of you have been playing it, and Dovy, you're one of them.
Yeah, I'm playing it too much. too much, man. So it keeps track of how much you can complete out of 100%. And like along with the main mission, the side missions, the things you can collect, I've gotten 90% of it done.
No.
I actually only have
2 days ago.
It came out on Friday, so I have like 3 more districts of New York to wrap up and clean up, and then all crime will be taken care of.
That sounds so funny.
Dude.
Like, yeah, I'm in the video game. I got 3 more districts to deal with.
Yeah. It's so funny because you have to, there's like robbers and stuff, and you have to stop a certain amount of robberies or like car chases and stuff for that district to be like completed 100%. So what I'll do is I'll just swing up to a building and just chill there, pour me like a glass of water, and then all of a sudden you hear like the radio
crackle
with the police being like, we got a problem in the financial district, we got a bank robbery, and then I'm like, oh, I put everything down and like hop on my controller, I'm like, I'm on it, and I swing over there and I just kick the crud out of all of them. It's so fun. God.
My question is, where do you get your little water? Like, it doesn't fit in your suit if you're just perched up on a building.
In real life.
See, I was confused by that too.
I put
But then
the controller down and
when he said grab the controller, I was like, real life. We're talking about real life.
Yeah. No, literally, I'll put the controller down. I'm like chilling. My Spider-Man is chilling in the game, and then I'll just like pour it. I'll like check my phone. I'm like kind of bored, and then I'll hear police like come in saying like, "Yo, there's a problem in Madison Square Garden." I'll be like, "Oh, gotta get put everything down."
See, at first I thought you were like making your Spider-Man drink some water.
No.
How extra.
Of like a water bottle attached to a suit or something.
No.
He carries a thermos like attached to his hip.
But you can take the subway as Spider-Man. And it's really funny. He'll be like leaning against like the pole, like just going through his phone, like in his suit to fast travel, so you don't have to like go through New York. But
why am I picturing like while Spider-Man is perched on a building, you're also like perched on your table? Like you're just waiting. I just feel like you're just perched there.
I sit like crisscross applesauce with the controller because, dude, I love Spider-Man. That is my number one favorite superhero. So the fact that this game came out and it's one of the best games of the year, what a time to be alive.
Yeah, especially with all like the superheroes going on, the big just epic events that is happening with them. I think it's a good idea that Spider-Man came out with it, and it looks really cool. I don't know if I'll ever get the game, but I'm sure it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, wait till it's cheaper even, because it's definitely worth.
Yeah, $60.
Yeah, it's $60 now, but who knows?
Well,
what's your favorite video game? Like,
I was gonna ask, in honor of National Video Game, what is the best video game you've ever played? It can be any console, N64, GameCube, Xbox, PlayStation. What is your number one favorite game that you've ever played?
I'm old school, so probably Galaga. In all honesty,
Galaga was good.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, Galaga is addicting.
And I'm talking
joystick
like
and everything. Yeah.
On what, the GameCube or what was it?
It's like a joystick that you just like buy by itself.
Yeah, do you remember those? You can just plug them into the see like your little square TV even at the time. They were like $20 or something.
Yeah, Walmart.
You can get like Pac-Man too.
I played it on the Game Boy. I played Pac-Man and Galaga on the Game Boy.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Like I had that little like arcade Game Boy game, and you just slide it in. You play Pac-Man, Centipede, Galaga, all those. Those are incredible. Katie, or did you just read books?
No. Growing up, my mom, brother, and me, we all loved to play the Lego Marvel or like the Lego just games, like the video games. There's Indiana Jones.
Oh.
What is it? There's a couple DC ones. I'm trying to remember, but the Indiana Jones was always our favorite. And But my mom would play with us, and me and my brother would get so excited when a new one would come out. They were just pretty simple games too, so you could kind of just turn your brain off. And
I played the Star Wars one a lot.
Oh yeah,
I remember
yeah,
that
yeah.
I play
one.
that all the time. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
See, I played a Lego computer game, a mining computer Lego game where you're the Lego figures and you have to go down in Mars and you're mining and you're building little cities and everything and
Space
monsters
mission,
coming.
Mars mission or something.
And I could never beat the game. I always looked through the missions and the very ending one was a giant X that just looked so scary and I never made it there. I ran out of oxygen before I built my little city and it always bothered me. Do you ever have those games that you played as a kid and you never could beat and you're just so upset to this day that you couldn't beat them? That's your game?
Halo was one of them. Yeah, because I would only try it on the hardest difficulty. They had a legendary difficulty mode that was really, really hard. And I was like, there's only one way to do this. There's only one way to feel awesome.
The only way.
Yeah.
See,
I never completed it because of that.
I played the Game Boy game Tom and Jerry. Never could beat it. Never could beat the Tom and Jerry game. And that frustrates me to that day.
I wasn't able to beat the very first Pokemon game, the either red or blue. But I was only able to beat the next generation, the gold, silver, crystal, because I think I was older and I knew what I was doing.
Oh, okay.
Because when I was little, I was just like, I don't know where to go. I can't read yet, So
What is this saying?
Yeah. So,
But no, I hate the video games where I just couldn't win. The Tom and Jerry was one of them. Duck Dodgers was one of them. Glover on the N64. Scared the bejeebus out of me.
have you
it was bad.
ever heard of Dark Souls?
I have not.
You've never heard of Dark Souls?
No.
Same.
None of you've heard of Dark Souls. If anybody that plays video games, or as much as I do, Dark Souls is known for being one of the hardest video games you could play.
Have you played it?
Yeah.
Did you win?
Yeah. There's 3 of them, and you can beat it. It's just a very frustrating thing. The treasure chests in the game can sometimes eat you. They'll actually be monsters disguised as treasure chests, and they'll just eat you, and then you have to restart from your checkpoint. It's pretty dark, but it's a really good looking game. And when you do start to beat these bosses, it feels awesome. It's one of those games that's it respects people and trust that they can beat the game. They don't just hold their hand through it.
But you did beat it.
Yeah,
you did win. One of the hardest games ever.
Yeah, but there are harder ones. I think the first one's the hardest.
Oh,
I beat
okay.
the third one, but I had a
Okay.
really good time with that.
Well, Dovy, you are a legend, but especially if this if this hurricane hits in honor of, I guess, National Video Game Day, make it a week of it and just play some video games and enjoy it inside. But here's Natural Disaster on the Morning App.
Morning App on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
It is time for our favorite game here on the Morning App, Real or Fake News. I don't know the score.
Okay, so Justin's in the lead. He's got 6 points. I'm right behind him with 5 points, and then Josh, you're in the end of the row with 4 points. But
told you, I just needed to know Katie's tell. It's gonna be a slow.
Do you know it now?
I'm working
that might
on
be it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm working on it. That's just.
I need to come in here with like a mask and just put it on when I read it.
But see, it's not necessarily the
Anonymous
mask. It's your voice
But
inflection.
at least that's some of it.
Get a voice modulator.
Okay. So the first one is Disney superfan rushed to hospital after meeting Mickey.
True. Yep.
Justin doesn't ever talk it out. Justin looks at us and goes,
stares
true?
at me, and then
or false.
I'm gonna say it's false. I'm gonna say it's fake.
What are you looking at?
I don't know. I'm just trying to fix my shoe.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm at this angle.
Okay.
I do think it's fake. I think it's fake
Can you say it one more time?
Oh yeah. Disney superfan rushed to hospital after meeting Mickey.
It's definitely true. Like, think about anybody loves any famous person. When they pass out when they see him, get
So now you're
starstruck.
talking it out. So now you're talking it out.
I didn't really talk about it.
can't.
I'm sorry.
Well, we don't have the deets.
I'll go fake.
I'm gonna go with fake. Yeah.
I'll go fake.
Okay, well maybe Josh has figured out my tell because it is fake. Oh no, I'm worried now. Okay, I need to disguise my face. Okay,
And your voice and your looks and just everything.
I'll go be in the corner. Okay, man buys Slim Jims for his dog. Lottery ticket, wins $10 million.
Man.
I know that's worded
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
But it's man buys Slim Jims for his dog, comma, lottery ticket, comma, wins $10 million.
So he bought the Slim Jim and a lottery ticket for his dog. Slim Jims did nothing, but the lottery ticket did everything.
You don't know that the Slim Jims did nothing.
Yeah, it might be a lottery ticket on the Slim Jim.
Yeah. Maybe?
I'm going
know why you're
real.
I'm going with real. Yeah.
I'm going real.
Okay, we're all going
I
real.
think we're all gonna go real.
Real.
I'm going real.
Okay, yeah, it is real. I feel
Right
like the weird wording probably gave that one away, but yeah, he went in to buy Slim Jims for his dog, and then I guess randomly decided to get a $30 scratch-off ticket, and then he won $10 million. Well, but then it said that he will receive a lump sum payment of $6.7 million after required withholding. So, but still, yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, see, so he did go buy Slim Jims for his dog. Slim Jims absolutely did nothing, and then he bought the lottery
Yeah,
ticket.
but the Slim Jims are the reason he's got millions now.
Yeah. His dog's name is Boots.
Oh.
Isn't that
What a
cute?
babe.
It was in New York, but yeah. Okay, we'll continue on. The next one is wife makes bank off of affair arrangement website.
A fair arrangement website?
Yeah.
I don't know what website that is.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Why are you looking at
can't
me?
tell us.
I
I'd
don't know
have-
you can elaborate on it.
If I knew what a fair arrangement website was.
Or do you mean a fair arrangement?
Like of affair.
Of affair?
Of affair. So OF space AFFAIR.
Oh.
Of affair. Okay.
She makes bank, you said?
She makes money off of it.
Oh.
Yeah. But what is that?
Real. Maybe she's catfishing a lot of people and pay me money and I'll go on dates with you. This is just,
Or
my
pay me
theory's right
money and
here.
I'll have it on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Maybe.
I'll just say fake because I don't understand it 100%.
I don't get the concept.
I'm trying to, but I think it just sounds fake. I'll say fake.
I'm going to go real.
So we got
Real.
fake
Two
and two reals.
Yeah.
All right.
Going real.
It's fake.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well.
Justin, what happened?
Oh, no, man.
Freak it out.
Josh
Oh
is
my
catching
goodness.
up.
Yeah, I am. Even though I
It's
missed it.
still close.
I know. No one's pulled away yet, but we do have one more.
Yes, this last one is kind of topical, as of our last segment, but it's child's birthday party crashed by drunk Spider-Man.
That's so real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Are we
That would be
We have
me.
to think it through because we're hoping.
Dressed up as Spider-Man, playing too much.
Unfortunately, it's fake.
Oh.
I feel like it's probably happened at some point, you know?
Yeah.
But it just didn't make the news.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, I'm fine. I'm fine missing that one because I really believed in that drunk Spider-Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Too.
Could you just imagine him like swinging in all drunkenly?
Everybody
should imagine it's like-
Spider-Man coming into with great power comes. Is that tequila?
What is the score, Dovy?
Right now it is. So I'm in the lead with 8 points. Now Justin has 7 points, and you have 6 points.
Again?
So it is still close. It's like a 1 point difference.
I'll make
2 point margin of error here.
I will catch up, but we will also help you out with relationship stuff as our relationship segment is next here on the morning app. But here is Umbrella, still staying topical.
And now back to the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me.
It is time now for our relationship segment. And I believe Dovy has our topic for today. Dovy Das?
Yeah, so most of us are in our 20s, right? And you have some people that are like 18, 19, but like we're getting into our 20s. And something that you should think about if you're at least going through a long-term relationship, or like qualities that your partner should have before they turn 30, just to have a really good, mature and solid relationship. So I found an article here that brings up a couple points that are qualities that your partner should have by the age of 30 if you want to have a solid relationship in your 20s. So one of them is they're self-aware of themselves and who they are.
Self-aware of themselves and who they are. Okay, I guess.
Like independent?
Yeah, well, I guess they have like a sense of identity established. They know what they want to do. They know what they're looking for. They know who they are in that realm. Because I think if you're confused about yourself, you're not going to be able to really work in a relationship that demands two people working together.
Yeah, if you don't know who you are, you can't really be with someone because you're just being defined by what they are, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then if you both don't know who you are, well,
yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, so that's an important quality to have. Another one is this one's interesting. They've experienced long-term relationships before. Because if you're dating somebody that's only experienced like relationships for like 3 to 4 months, that could be a bad sign.
Yeah, because you want that experience. But, I mean, eventually your longest relationship will have to obviously pass your other one. So eventually that first one that's long will be like that benchmark. You see what I mean?
What would you actually define as a long-term relationship? Like how many months would that be, do you think?
6 months to a year. Is that good? At least.
Just like
that sounds pretty long-term. I mean, yeah, that's longer than, I don't know, it passes like the honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
It depends on the person, because some people will be like, oh, good girlfriend. 2 weeks later, broke up.
Long-term thing, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
3 weeks later, broke up again.
That's the question then. Like, what is a long-term relationship?
Just depends on the person, in all honesty.
Yeah, I guess I would say like 8 to 14 months at least would be around that.
Maybe not 6, maybe 8. It's close. I mean, for Justin, it might be 6. Yeah.
'Cause some people get married in a year,
Some people get
or
married
less
in
than a year.
Yeah.
So, so that's one of them. They know they can be happy when they're single. If they were single, they could be good on their own, which is important because then you don't feel like this sense of you get that independence, like you were talking about. They can be happy even in the relationship on their own, rather than having to depend on.
I think it's very important. Like, just like if you're comfortable with just like being by yourself, then maybe like you'll be even better like with another person.
And you won't be as afraid to leave the relationship if things are going wrong. You're not like, oh no, I literally can't live without this person. You haven't put like everything into it. You still have your own independence.
Because there's like those certain people out there that like you're like always in a relationship. Do you guys ever have those type of people in your life? They're just like one relationship ends and they just like go to like the next person they find, just keep on moving. I'm just like, gosh, do you like know how to be by yourself?
Right.
Like,
No.
It's very important, honestly.
That's why they're going from person to person.
Yeah, exactly, I guess.
That's the answer to your question. Yeah. So that kind of goes into the next one. They have their own separate life from yours. They have their own groups that they like to go to. That it doesn't. You don't have to spend every minute together. You know that if you go do your thing, the other person will do their thing with their people.
Yeah. Something interesting that my roommate was talking about the other day is there's this guy in her major that she was like, yeah, I could never date him because he's smart in the same way as me. Like, she said that she liked it when guys are smart in different ways. Like you have your own things that you're especially smart about. Like it might be like that the guy really loves sports, then like, I don't know, you like something else.
Yeah, there's like a multiple intelligence.
So that there's
theory.
something that you have that's your thing, that's not completely like theirs.
So somebody's good at more like linguistics, but
Yeah.
you're better at mathematics,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
someone's better emotionally intelligent, and you might be more logically intelligent. You know, right? You would definitely want a good contrast.
Just so you don't feel like you're competing.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point. Another one, I guess, they can talk finances. That's probably a really important one because around the time that we graduate, we got to get ready for jobs. And I've already been told, like, the second you start your job, day one, you should already be thinking about retirement.
Oh.
You should be thinking about it now, honestly, but at the same time, you're like, talk finances. Do you mean like, babe, I have no clue what I'm doing with this money?
Yeah,
like that type of talk?
Well, if you have a good, solid understanding of, what you like to spend money on and how you want to spend your money.
Everything.
Because money can be for the most part, is usually a big part of why a lot of couples are unhappy, Mm-hmm. So if you can get finances down, then you're going to be good. At least understand, like, you know what? Let's not go out to eat and instead go see a movie, so that we have that in our budget because we like going to see movies more. So being open to talk about finances is always...
Yeah, you got to be okay with it too. You can't, be upset or something if your significant other comes up and is like, "Hey, you're spending way too much. You bought the exact pair of boots like 3 separate times just so you have backups." Like, make sure that it's an okay conversation to have.
And I guess last one is they're just excited about life. You want to be around somebody that's looking forward to something and that motivates you.
Mm-hmm. Someone who goes with the flow, like when life gives you lemons, you just make lemonade with it. I have a lot of lemonade in my house.
No, we're going with the flow, Justin. If you have lemons, you make orange juice. Duh. You got to go with the flow.
I'm going to OD off lemonade because life is tricky with this hurricane coming too,
Honestly. Yeah, don't put up a lemonade stand because it will not be there when you get back. But going to stick with the theme of hurricane. We got Ain't No Sunshine on the morning app.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Wrapping up the show today, and of course, no show on Friday due to classes being canceled. And I know a lot of people are wondering why classes are canceled, considering the storm isn't supposed to technically hit here until Sunday. But one of my professors was talking yesterday before class, and she said it was because a lot of the faculty here go to different areas around North Carolina to teach, outside of things, and they want to make sure people can get there safely and continue their job and whatnot.
Interesting. I was going to say, because, that makes no sense. I thought they just miscalculated and they couldn't go back.
Miscalculated.
They couldn't.
They took a guess.
Well, because once you send the email, you're like, you're wrong. You can't take it back.
Yeah, because most of the time they wait till the very last minute, like 6 a.m. the morning
That's
of
true.
to cancel classes if it snows or something.
That's true.
Yeah,
so that's
8
why.
a.m., 7:59. They're like, yeah, by the way, class is canceled.
You're already there, but turn around.
I was at Lowe's yesterday, and I already saw, just rows of college students leaving with shopping carts full of beer.
Lowe's Home Improvement?
No, Lowe's.
I thought that too, but then he said beer, and I was like,
they don't have beer.
oh.
Yeah. No, I mean, you could go to Lowe's to,
can't get beer
board
at
up your.
Lowe's.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, oh yeah, they're going to go get a bunch of wood to board up the windows.
But people are already getting beer. They're just going to drink away the rain.
Yeah, I didn't know Lowe's Home Improvement was the spot to go before a hurricane. They got all those grocery needs that you need and want. But
it's confusing. I always wondered why they're the same name.
Because I never lived around a Lowe's before, and then when I came up here, there's a Lowe's Food, which I've never been to. I've still never been to a Lowe's Food, actually. But I've always been to Lowe's.
It's like a million.
I should go.
This is your time.
Well, the thing is, there's like a million grocery stores too to pick from. So I think you could, if something runs out, just go to the next one. You got like Food Lion, Harris Teeter, Publix, Lowe's, Walmart,
Ingles.
Ingles
is still packed up right now.
I love Ingles.
Give Ingles some love if you know if everything's out.
No,
everything was out at Walmart, but I went to Ingles last night. Milk, bread, still there. Walmart,
Really?
only tortillas.
Only tortillas.
Yep.
What's wrong with
all the
tortillas?
bread everywhere?
I mean, I got it. I'm cool with eating quesadillas for the next couple of days, honestly.
Just Justin back in his house, cuddled up in a corner, just eating tortillas.
Just raw.
My roommate just came back with a ton of Hot Pockets. He came with a bunch of food because actually a friend of his from Wilmington was supposed to come here to evacuate, but this is the second time he's like, oh, never mind, I'll be fine. I'm gonna be somewhere else or something like that. So now we got a ton of microwave microwave foods Hot Pockets,
corn dogs. I don't know any of that.
Yeah, and then also just pizza you can throw in the oven. But I got some cooking up. I got some chicken that I got to cook that I've been marinating for a while. That I'll probably cook ahead of time. Dude,
marinates until Sunday.
Yes, I got a ton of it.
It sounds like you've just been
Pre-made
stewing there.
meals.
You're like, yeah, I've been marinating this chicken for a little bit. I'm ready.
I'm
been
ready.
counting on this,
It's gonna be
Florence. Come on, give it
so
to
good.
me.
I'm so ready for this chicken.
Yeah, it sounds like your place is the place to go, Dovy. I don't know what everyone else is doing if you're just staying in. Or
But you've got the buckets.
yeah, I do have the buckets. You're right.
Yeah,
that's all I can offer.
You've got the. I mean, if the apocalypse actually happens, then Josh's place is the place to be.
See, I think so, but at the same time, my roommates would go through that bucket instantly. They'd be like, give me more. They would not be patient enough. Be like, we got to save it. We got to split it. No, more. Because that's what happened. Because we should be saving it now, but every once in a while, we'll just be like, hey, you want to make a ration meal tonight? I'm like, yeah.
Let's
go for it. So by the time the apocalypse actually happens, we're not going to have any food.
No, it's like when you like, hey, you want to get Mondays? Let me pull out of my savings real quick.
Just waste your savings on Wendy's. Always a good idea. But remember, stay safe out there. It is going to be dangerous all weekend long. We'll be back Monday, hopefully, if the weather is good, to make sure you're okay. Hopefully, we're going to be here as well. But thanks for listening to the Morning App.